In the heart of the misty mountains of Kyoto, there was a secluded monastery where silence had its own language. Among the monks was Haruto, a young disciple known not for his discipline, but for the storm constantly raging inside him. He followed every ritual, bowed in every ceremony, but carried a mind that never rested. Each morning, he woke before dawn, not from duty, but from dread. The fear of falling behind, the burden of being perfect, the constant hum of not enough echoed in his chest. Other monks walked with grace. Haruto rushed, tense, always a second too late, always out of breath. The serenity around him only made his inner chaos more unbearable. Why can't I feel peace like them? He often asked himself in silence. But in this quiet, an old pair of eyes had been watching, patient, waiting. Haruto tried harder than anyone. He meditated until his legs went numb, repeated mantras until his voice cracked. But inside, the storm only grew louder. Even the sound of temple bells felt like accusations, reminding him of his failure to find peace. During mealtimes, while others ate mindfully, Haruto's thoughts raced. Am I doing enough? Why do I still feel this way? What's wrong with me? He envied the elder monks who moved like flowing water, calm and unshaken. One morning, after a sleepless night, he stumbled while carrying a tray of tea. The cups shattered on the stone floor, and the noise echoed through the silent hall. Every eye turned to him. Heat rushed to his face. He bowed quickly, gathered the shards, and fled. Alone in the garden, his heart pounded like a drum. His breath was shallow. Tears formed, not from pain, but from shame. That's when he heard a slow voice behind him say, "You carry too much for one soul." Haruto sat beneath the old cedar tree, trying to catch his breath. His hands trembled, his thoughts raced like wild horses. "Why can't I be like them?" he whispered. "Why am I never enough?" Years of pressure had built up in silence, and now it cracked open like a dam. He felt like a failure not just as a monk, but as a human. The silence around him grew heavier, pressing against his chest. Then, without warning, a gentle voice cut through the stillness. The elder monk stood beside him, silent at first, then said, "You've mistaken striving for growth. Peace doesn't shout." Haruto didn't respond. He only nodded, barely holding back his tears. The words felt like sunlight on frost. If you've ever felt this pressure too, subscribe and turn on the bell. You're not alone, and this journey might be exactly what your heart's been waiting for. The elder monk sat down beside Haruto without a word. For a long moment, they shared the silence. Then, with a voice as calm as still water, he said, "Do you know why you suffer?" Haruto shook his head. "Because you believe your thoughts are the truth," the elder continued. "You think that voice in your mind is you. But it's not. It's only noise shaped by your past, by fear, by the world. You've confused noise with wisdom." Haruto stared ahead, unsure how to respond. The elder gently placed a stone in Haruto's hand. "Hold this," he said, tightly. Haruto obeyed. After a minute, his fingers cramped. "Now, let go," the elder whispered. Haruto released the stone, and the pain vanished instantly. "The mind is the same," the elder said. "The more you cling to your thoughts, the more they hurt. Learn to let go." Something shifted in Haruto. It wasn't a loud revelation, but it felt like a door had quietly opened. The elder monk rose and motioned Haruto to follow him. They walked in silence through the forest until they reached a shallow stream. The elder pointed to a handful of dry leaves floating on the water. "Watch them," he said. Haruto did. The leaves spun and twisted, pulled by the flow, but none resisted. "Your thoughts," the elder said, "are like these leaves. They come, they go. But you You're the stream, always flowing, always present. Haruto stared at the water. So what do I do with the thoughts? He asked. The elder smiled. Nothing. You just let them pass. Observe, don't absorb. He knelt and gently placed a new leaf on the surface. It drifted peacefully. The stream never holds the leaf, he whispered. Only the one who clings gets pulled under. For the first time, Haruto's breathing slowed. He wasn't healed, but something in him stopped fighting. The elder invited Haruto to sit beside the stream. Close your eyes, he said. Now imagine every thought as a leaf drifting by. Don't stop them. Don't chase them. Just let them float. Haruto obeyed. At first, it felt silly. His mind shouted louder than ever. But slowly, with each breath, the noise softened. The thoughts still came. Old regrets, imagined failures, fears of not being enough. But he watched them. Just watched. And with each passing thought, something amazing happened. The gap between them widened. For the first time in days, there was space, stillness. This, the elder said quietly, is your power. Not in silencing your thoughts, but in not serving them. Haruto opened his eyes. The stream looked the same, but felt different. It wasn't just water anymore. It was a lesson. He realized he didn't have to win against his mind. He just had to stop believing everything it said. As they began walking back to the temple, Haruto felt different. Not lighter, not yet at peace, but clearer. The elder spoke softly. Your suffering wasn't from your past, or your failures, or your fear. It was from believing your thoughts without question. You gave them power they never earned. Haruto nodded slowly. The world looked the same, but now he saw the space between his thoughts, the quiet place that had always been there. So, I'm not my thoughts? He asked. No, the elder replied. You are the one who sees them. That's your true self. Haruto looked to the forest, the sky, the path ahead. Everything breathed differently now. He understood. He didn't need to escape his mind. He needed to see it clearly, and no longer be trapped inside it. Control wasn't about domination, but understanding. Letting go wasn't weakness. It was the first real act of strength. That night, as the moon cast silver across the temple floor, Haruto sat alone, eyes closed, breathing steady. No battle, no struggle, just awareness. He wasn't perfect. His thoughts still whispered, but now he didn't answer them. He watched, he breathed, he let them go. The elder's words echoed. You are not your thoughts. You are the stillness beneath them. In that silence, Haruto smiled, not because everything was fixed, but because he no longer needed it to be. He had found the gap, the pause, the space to choose peace instead of panic. And maybe, just maybe, that was the beginning of freedom. The mind would speak again tomorrow, but now he knew. He didn't have to listen. He had a choice. And you, yes, you watching this, if your mind stopped speaking for just 1 minute, would you still know who you are? If your identity isn't your thoughts, then who's the one listening?